All right, Kevin Stefanski and Baker Mayfield were both asked yesterday about, are these guys on the same page with the offense? Here is the answer to that question.
Yeah, I do think we're on the same page. Obviously, we want to make sure that our offense is scoring more points than it is right now, and I take a lion's share. You can put that responsibility on me. I need to do better. There are plays that we just didn't do a good enough job yesterday in giving the guys an opportunity. But, you know, I do think that as a collective group, we're on the same page, yes.
We're going to take a lovely vacation during bye week together, maybe visit Maldives, spend a lot of time. No, we're fine. No, I think we watched the film as an offense, watched the whole game together, talked about all the things that are hurting us, all the things that, you know, it was one of those meetings where you just own up to your mistakes, own up to the plays where we have to be better. And penalties is a big thing for us. Obviously, I have to take care of the ball. That's very obvious, but penalties, we can't keep putting ourselves in bad positions. We improved in the red zone yesterday. We were 2 for 2, which was what I had been stressing on. We were a little bit better on third down, but still there were some critical errors and some penalties on third downs that hurt us.
And Mac, the most concerning thing against the Lions was the turnovers. I mean, there were some that he just flat out missed. I think we're going to have to deal with that just because he's so beat up. Turning the ball over, you can never deal with that.
Yeah, because again, you shoot yourself in the foot enough times they're going to bleed out. You know, I look at the way that this offense has played out so far, and, you know, overall, I really think that Baker Mayfield, obviously, like you mentioned, you know, he needs to take care of the ball, but again, he mentioned it too, and he stressed it, you know, the penalties is a massive part that ends up, you know, shooting yourself in the foot. You know, time and time again, where you end up, you know, having one of those conversions or at least getting it to third and manageable. And then, you know, an offside or a false start ends up setting you back from, you know, maybe a 3rd and 3 all the way back to a 3rd and 13. And I think that that's the part where I'm looking at this, where, you know, I'm taking issue with the way that that's being executed on the offense. And it's not necessarily, you know, just one or the other. I do think that this is something that has become consistent. And I think that overall the Browns need to clean up both the turnovers and the penalties. But I think that the penalties are something that end up killing them down the stretch, because it ends up putting them in these positions where they have to force the ball down the field. They have to force the ball into tight windows and trying to pick up those first downs. And it ends up causing those turnovers and causing more stress on trying to force those big plays.